Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is just going to be sort of how to get this glowy, hydrating look in the middle of winter where your skin is like not dry and dull like mine is most of the time in the middle of December in New York City. So these are just like my go-to products. Most of them are super affordable. Like my favorite ones are the drugstore products. So if you're interested to see how I got this, then just keep on watching. Okay. So to start this look, I already washed and moisturized my face, so now I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer. So there's no like mattifyingness in this primer, so it's perfect to kind of help almost act like a second moisturizer, but it's a good base for this like type of foundation. So just going to dot that all over and rub it in. After primer, if I want a kind of a glowy skin look, I like to go in with this Cover FX Illuminating Spray. I'm gonna spray that all over. It's super light and doesn't make your skin like really wet like a normal setting spray would, so it kind of just helps give that glow. I don't know if you can tell, but I think it helps. I'm gonna go in with my Hourglass Vanish stick for foundation, and I am in the shade Warm Ivory. This has a really great finish. And then go in with a clean beauty blender that's damp and buff it all out. I honestly forgot I had this foundation. I've been continuing to use my like just everyday mattifying foundations because my skin, like I said, is oily. So I typically have to use those, but especially in the winter when your skin starts to dry out, I was looking for something that's like a little more, not like dewy, but a little more of like a, oh my god, does this match me? Do I look crazy? I just put this new tanner on. Oh my god, we're back. Honestly, I had to step off camera and make sure that this doesn't look crazy, because I swear in my lighting, that shade was not looking right, but in person it looks fine, so we're gonna roll with it. It's not the most, where did it go? It's not the most full coverage foundation, so I like to go back in where I'm like kind of breaking out right here by my eyebrows. And just like build it up a little more. Back in. And you can tell it's like already kind of illuminating a little bit. I think like those Cover FX drop or spray really helps. And that primer, like it really just helps leave that glow. But this foundation too is really good as far as keeping your skin looking fresh and not dry and crackled like December weather likes to make our skin act in New York, okay? Now that the foundation is all blended in, I'm going to go in with the OG, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And then the shade is Light Sands, and I'm just going to highlight the usual places under my eyes and the bridge of my nose, my forehead, etc., etc. You know the drill. Going back in with that beauty blender and just buffing this all out. Now that the concealer is all blended in, I think, I'm going to go in with a cream for my contour. I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer as my contour in the shade Toast, another one of my OGs. And I'm going to use that to contour my face. And remember, a little goes a long way with this stuff. But using a cream as a contour is again gonna just help keep that like really glowy, hydrating look to the face, as opposed to just using like a powder. And then I'm going to go in with the best brush to buff out cream contour. I stand by this, and it is $2. It's the e.l.f. stippling brush. It's really dirty. Don't look at it too close. But I literally love an affordable product that is legit amazing. I swear to God, when I tried this, I literally like screamed. It's so good. Now let me buff this out before it dries on me. Maybelline a little heavy with this side, but it's okay. If you just continue to blend, it'll all buff out. I like to run a little bit of like the leftovers on my brush down the sides of my nose to like help contour it a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with the Fit Me by Maybelline. Maybelline. Oh my God, Maybelline. Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and just like sharpen underneath this contour. This is a trick I saw. Because you know I usually bake a little bit underneath, but doing this really helps define that contour. And then just take it and like buff it out a little bit with a beauty blender. It helps too if you went a little crazy with the amount of cream contour you put, like I did on this side. Just helps like clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and make sure there's no creases, because now we're gonna set the concealers. We're not really gonna bake because I don't want my skin to start looking really dry again, and I want to take away from all the like oily-ish products we just put on and the creams that are gonna help make your skin look hydrated, even if it's not like mine right now. It's just not gonna show as much like of your dry spots, like. So once everything looks like it's blended out and there's no creasing, I'm gonna go in with the Airspun translucent powder. If you guys have not tried this and you use Laura Mercier, I'm sorry, I love Laura Mercier, but it's also $40 for one of those tins of the translucent powder. This is $5 at Walmart or Walgreens. I got mine on Amazon. It's literally $5. It's lasted me so long. And it's literally like the best powder. I'm sorry. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard of this dupe, but I had heard about it for so long before I really tried it. Where's my brush? Ugh. Hold on. Okay. I had heard about it for a long time before I really decided to bite the bullet and try it. And I literally have no idea what I was doing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it. Like I said, I'm not going to use too much because I don't want to really like bake. But I still need to set those creams onto this just like Sephora flat top brush. Or I guess it's not really flat top. I don't know who that is. Set underneath the eyes and everywhere else we put that highlighting concealer, the Shape Tape. And then I'm going to take a little bit more, just a little bit. And on a really fluffy powder brush, I'm just going to lightly go over where we contoured. Just to set that slightly. I am going to underbake the contour just a little bit while I do my brows, just so that can be a little sharper without taking away from like the glowy makeup look, and like just very slightly. While that sits for a little bit, I'm going to go in with my pomade, again from Anastasia Beverly Hills in taupe, and just carve out my brows. I'm not going to go like crazy on the brows because it's kind of a natural-ish makeup look. And I don't like always like having like a super full carved out brow. So this is kind of like going to be like my in-between, where it's still defined, but it's not as sharp as it could be. Honestly, my left eyebrow always comes out so much better than my right. It's so annoying. Now that the brows are done, I'm going to take that same powder brush and just buff away that underbake. I'm going to go in with that Control Freak brow gel by NYX and set my brows really quick. Now that the brows are done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. This is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. This is one of my absolute favorite bronzers. The color is just so good. This is what it looks like. The packaging is not my favorite, but what are you going to do? And then I'm going to take one of my like angled brushes and go over the cream contour and the... Yep, nope, just the cream contour. Bronze up my face a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with one of the best products that helps give you this really like glowy, natural look. It's the Pixi Glow Mist. Oh my god, it's the best. It leaves the best little finish on your face. I love to just spray this all over. Oh my god, it feels so good. Wow. I don't know if you can tell. But it really leaves your skin looking really hydrated and glowing and healthy and not dry as hell from this weather. So now I'm just going to go in with the eyes. I'm going to take my Naked palette. This is so old, like literally 4 years. But it has like the best neutral colors. And I'm not going to do anything crazy with the eyes. I'm just going to go in with a kind of a neutral brown shade. It's called Naked. It's this one. And just buff that into my creases. Give my eyes a little depth. I'm going to take a little bit of the shade Buck, it's like this darker brown right here, and give it a little more depth in like the outer corner. Maybe I'll take a little bit of half baked. this one. And just slightly put some of that with my pinky on the lid. Oh, so much. That's nice. Just gives it a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to take on a small angle brush, that first naked shade, and buff it underneath my lower lash line. Now that the eyeshadow is all blended in, I'm going to go in with a little bit of mascara. This is the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, and I'm just going to pop this on my lower lashes because, as I'm sure you noticed, I have lash extensions on right now, so it's not good to put mascara on over them. Now the eyes are pretty much done, I'm just going to go in with my absolute favorite highlighter. This is the Master Chrome in Molten Gold by Maybelline. And I'm just going to take this on a small brush and highlight my face. So good. Skin is already glowing thanks to the other products, but this highlighter is just gonna bring it to the max. I want to put it like everywhere now. I'm about to put it on my collarbones. I'm going to take a little bit more of that highlighter and put that right underneath my brow bone, or right on top of my brow bone, and a little bit in the inner corner. Lastly, I'm going to do my lips. I'm going to take the lip liner from MAC called Subculture. This to me is like the best neutral for me personally. It definitely still like gives me a little bit of color. I'm gonna line my lips, and I do overline my lips, as you will see a little bit. You have to be careful when you do that because it's really easy to make it look like you have clown lips. So it's a process. Then I'm going to go in over top with Yash, I think is the name of it. It's a MAC lipstick. This complements Subculture so well, because Subculture doesn't have, they don't make Subculture in a lipstick. Alright, now that the lips are all done, the last step is just going to go back in with that Pixi Glow Mist and spray it all over my face. And voila! Alright guys, this is the final look. So these are my go-to products to get this kind of glowy, fresh face in the dead of winter. But thank you for watching, and if you like what you saw, please feel free to subscribe and comment below if you have any other suggestions for videos you want to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.